White Valentine is a 1999 Korean romantic film, directed by Yang Yun-ho. It stars Park Shin-young with Jun Ji Hyun in her movie debut. It is the story of a young woman, who rediscovers her childhood pen pal from military service, when she happens upon an epistolary exchange he sent to his dead girlfriend by a carrier pigeon. White Valentine wasn't a smash box office success, but it did provide another stepping stone for Jun Ji Hyun to gain more experience. She even won Best New Actress at the 35th Peak Arts Awards for the role. She was only 18 years old when she filmed White Valentine. The Uninvited, also known as A Table for Four, is a 2003 South Korean psychological horror film, directed by Lee Soo-hyun, starring Jun Ji Hyun and Park Shin-young. The movie tells the story of Jung-won, a newly engaged interior decorator, who is suffering from feelings of anxiety. After seeing a creepy vision in his kitchen one night, he begins to doubt his own sanity, until he comes across a mysterious woman named Yeon, who can see the same things that he can. Drawn to her, he discovers that she can tell him things about the past that he never even dreamed of. Released in August, which has become Korea's peak season for horror movies, The Uninvited turned out to be not what most South Korean viewers were in the mood to see. Despite the star power surrounding Jun Ji Hyun, the film underperformed at the box office relative to expectations. The Berlin File is a 2013 South Korean spy thriller written and directed by Ryu Sung-wan. Ha Young-woo stars as a North Korean agent in Berlin who is betrayed and cut loose when a weapons deal is exposed. Together with his wife, a translator at the North Korean embassy in Berlin played by Jun Ji Hyun, they try to escape being purged, with Ri Sung-bum and Han Suk-yu playing North and South Korean operatives on their trail. The action blockbuster had a strong opening, drawing more than 2.8 million admissions in just over a week after its release, with 1.53 million tickets sold during its first weekend alone. The film reached 5 million admissions after 14 days of release, and eventually a total of 7.17 million admissions. It took in $43.9 million at the Korean box office. The Thieves is a 2012 South Korean heist film directed by Choi Dong-hoon, with an all-star ensemble cast. Splashy action in overseas locations is mixed with double dealings and multiple betrayals, as a gang of South Korean thieves team up with a Hong Kong crew to steal a diamond necklace from a heavily guarded casino safe in Macau. With over 12.9 million ticket sales, the action comedy is currently the fifth highest grossing movie in Korean film history. Assassination is a 2015 South Korean espionage action film, co-written and directed by Choi Dong-hoon, starring Jun Ji Hyun, Lee Young-jae and Ha Young-woo. The film tells the story of a plot by a group of Koreans, who come to Seoul from their base in China in the 1930s, to kill a Japanese military commander and a rich Korean businessman with close ties to the imperial leadership. Their plans unravel in a series of betrayals. The film is currently the seventh highest grossing movie in Korean film history with over 12.7 million admissions. A Man Who Was Superman is a 2008 South Korean film directed by Jang Yoon-chul, starring Hwang Young-min and Jun Ji Hyun. In this film, a snobbish producer makes a documentary about the extraordinary behavior of her neighbor, who believes himself to be Superman. A Man Who Was Superman was released in South Korea on January 31, 2008, and on its opening weekend was ranked fourth at the box office with more than 200,000 admissions. Mare is a 2000 South Korean film, starring Jun Ji Hyun and Lee Young-jae, and directed by Lee Hyun-soo. The title, Mare, means the sea in Italian, and is the name of the seaside house which is the setting of the story. The two protagonists both live there 2 years apart in time, but are able to communicate through a mysterious mailbox. This time travel romance was not a popular success in 2000, selling less than 250,000 tickets in Seoul, upstaged by not only the similar themed Ditto, but also the controversial movie Lies. The film was remade by Warner Brothers in 2006 as The Lake House. Windstruck is a 2004 South Korean romantic comedy film, starring Jun Ji Hyun and Jang Hyuk. This film tells of a novice cop, who mistakenly arrests a stranger, believing him to be a purse snatcher. With a twist of fate, the two are then paired together to patrol an area popular with underage students. That night they fought with a bunch of high school gangsters. They got stuck in the middle of a drug cartel shootout, and they could not do anything but to sleep together that night with their handcuffs on. After that night, they become closer and they start dating. However, just as their relationship begins to blossom, fate steps in to alter things dramatically. The film was ranked 8th best-selling Korean film of 2004, selling more than 2.1 million tickets. My Sassy Girl is a 2001 South Korean romantic comedy film, directed by Kwak Jae-young, starring Cha Tae-hyun and Jun Ji Hyun. The film's script was based on a true story that was originally posted online in a series of blogs and later became a novel. My Sassy Girl tells the story of an engineering student who meets a drunken girl on a train. She is his type, but she's also repulsively drunk. Because a fellow passenger misunderstands their relationship, he winds up taking care of her. And somehow, he also winds up in jail with her. The film was extremely successful in South Korea, and was the highest-grossing Korean comedy of all time. When My Sassy Girl was released throughout East Asia, it became a mega-blockbuster hit in the entire region, from Japan, China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, as well as Southeast Asia, and parts of South Asia, to the point where it was drawing comparisons to Titanic. Daisy is a 2006 South Korean film directed by Hong Kong filmmaker Andrew Lau, starring Jun Ji Hyun, Young Woo Sung, and Lee Sung Jae. Set in Amsterdam, Daisy tells the story of a love triangle between a young girl and the two men in her life. Hyung is a painter in Amsterdam, who looks after her grandfather's antique shop during the week, and earns extra money as a street painter on weekends. It's through her painting that she meets Jang Woo, an Interpol cop, who is chasing a criminal, but keeps Hyung in the dark about his real work. The other man, Park Yi, is a hitman who found a soft spot for her and watches her from afar for some time. Daisy was produced by iFilm, and opened in South Korean cinemas on March 9, 2006. There are two versions of Daisy, an Asian cut and an international cut.